Hello and good morning. I hope you have been enjoying the videos, and I'm sorry I didn't make any last week. I had foster kiddos and then I was recovering from the foster kiddos. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on something a little bit different. Piper's right there. Hi, honey. Hey, baby. Can you scoot over? First, of course, always starting on our backs. We may have our knees bent or our legs straight and falling easily, gently pulling those shoulder blades together, focusing our attention on just being present with our bodies, listening to the messages they give us, being kind and patient with ourselves and with others. We're not in competition with anyone. So remembering to listen to the messages your body is giving you, and just move with your breath as much as possible. Hey. Focusing our breath low and easy into the low part of our lungs so that our abdomens rise and fall. Rising on the inhale and falling on the exhale. Breathing deep and easy into our belly. And transitioning from our belly all the way to the top of our chest in a rolling motion. And exhale long and slow. Appreciating the time we're taking today to take care of our bodies, to stretch, to strengthen, to flex, to build muscle if we can. So continuing with your own breathing. I'm going to place the feet flat on the bed, knees pointing toward the sky, gently adjusting so that our spines are nice and flat on the bed. We're just going to gently do a hip roll, so on the exhale, rolling toward our chest, and on the inhale, rolling toward our knees. Just gentle, gentle, waking up those hips, lower back. Just moving to the point that feels comfortable for your body today. Remembering we're not in any competition, we're just paying attention, being very present with our bodies. And release. Gently pulling those knees toward our chest on the inhale. We may have open knees if that's more comfortable. Just gently, gently pulling and releasing that lower back. And as we're moving through the breathing and the poses, we sometimes don't always get the full yogic pose in all, the full yogic breathing in all of the poses. Sometimes it's just focusing on the belly breathing. You can choose a pace that works for you. If you want to focus on doing the full yogic breath, filling those lungs all the way up, or if you want to just aim for the belly, but the main thing is that we're getting low and deep breathing. We're not breathing shallow and high up in our lungs. So placing our hands on our knees, we're going to make gentle circles, small at first. Pushing our knees away from us, just gentle, gentle. I sometimes find if I've had a little break between my yoga practice, either my body is very ready for it and extremely flexible and strong and happy to get into those poses, or I need more TLC and I need to be careful not to overextend, because our muscles do respond. When we do our yoga practice every day, in case you haven't noticed already, our muscles definitely respond, and so do our joints. And now changing direction, again, very small circles. Now we're going to return to the center, and this time we're going to make wider circles with our hips, wider circles with our knees. Little breath. And changing direction. Noticing how the body feels as we move it. Paying attention to your own body. And release, knees to chest. Rocking back and forth. And pulling those feet in for butterfly feet, remembering your modifications, just breathing here. If you feel up to it, pushing against the hand, pushing those feet against the hands. Straightening those arms, really stretching those inner thighs. And then straightening those legs to the point that feels comfortable for today. Pulling those legs toward us. Pulling always from behind the knee, not in front of the knee. Want to really just let those legs relax. Piper's kind of in an inconvenient spot right now. She's right where I want to put my feet. She doesn't know that. So we're going to do the sequence of inhaling knees to chest, exhaling staff legs, inhaling butterfly, exhaling staff legs, inhaling knees to chest. Do it in the at the speed, with your own breathing. If you want to skip the butterfly, that's really a good hip opener, but if you want to skip it, go ahead and skip it. So moving with your own breath. last one. And meeting in knees to chest. Seeing if we can pull those knees in just a little bit tighter. And then placing our knees together. I'm going to move out of her way and her out of my way. We're going to make circles with our knees together. Teeing out our arms to support our abdomen. And then changing direction. And pausing in the middle, feet flat on the bed, no piper. We're going to move into bridge, remembering that the way I do bridge is to push up with the thighs, with the torso, the core, tightening those abs. You may keep the arms down, or you may inhale with the arms up. And then I add a knees to chest at the end because I really like these lower back stretching. Also, it tends to balance out the fact that we're doing the yoga in the bed because you want to really try to have a balance in all the different ways you're moving. And so I find that since we're not doing some of the standing poses and things like that, we're not adding the knees to the chest is just helpful to balance that out. So moving with your own breath. Last one. I'm going to raise over our head on the inhale, and then exhaling, we're going to change arms. We're going to gently wake up those shoulders, so moving with your own breath. And last one, bring the arm down. I'm I'm going to gently cross that right ankle over that left knee, remembering any modifications. If you're up to it, really try to push that knee flat. You should feel it in your hip, in your right hip. And then threading that right arm through, holding underneath that left knee. Remembering you may choose to straighten the leg or keep it bent. It's kind of nice to have some movement sometimes. Really trying to pull in that right leg, the left thigh just a little bit, letting that right leg, right hip open up. And stopping with the legs straight. We're going to walk our legs behind and just gently, gently, gently try to pull that left leg toward us, pulling that right hip toward us. Walking up to the point that feels comfortable. This really helps open up those hamstrings and the hips. And releasing down. Taking a nice deep breath here. Paying attention to how the body feels. I do a lot of adjustments in my head, and sometimes I forget to say them out loud. Pulling those shoulders down and the shoulder blades just gently together helps to flatten the back. So crossing that left ankle over the right knee, really trying to open up that left knee, feeling it in the right hip, in the left hip. Remember, if this hurts, do a modification or don't do it. There are a lot of different ways to do this. Threading that left arm through, pulling that right leg toward us. Remembering our two sides may be different, and that's okay. Just gently, gently opening those hips. Stretching out those hamstrings, stretching out the knee joint. Gentle, gentle. Every now and then pulling that right leg toward us just a little bit more for a fuller stretch, if you feel up to it. And one more just gentle, gentle pull in. And releasing both feet flat on the bed. Taking a moment to just be grateful for our bodies. Be grateful for the movement that we can do with our bodies. Always taking care to protect our core, protect our backs, and pay attention to our own limitations if we have any. We just try to move the best we can. So we're going to transition to seated poses. So gently tightening those abs, pushing up with our arms. It's going to be interesting, pipe. Okay, transitioning into easy pose, which is with the legs crossed, rocking gently forward to make sure our spine is nice and straight. Taking care to adjust to the different breathing. Nice deep breathing. Straight spine. Legs in a seated and comfortable position. I'm going to start by rolling the shoulders up and back. And then opposite, back and up and forward. Really letting those shoulders stretch out. We tend to carry a lot of tension in our shoulders. Gently letting our head fall to the right. We're not raising our shoulders, we're just allowing that head to fall gently, gently to the right. And then falling gently to the left. You may notice a difference. That's completely fine. Just a gentle neck stretch. And back to center. I'm going to change which foot is in front, or it could be on top. Again, adjusting the breathing. I'm going to place our right hand by our right hip and do a gentle lateral stretch, keeping those hips flat on the bed, just moving the upper body. Inhaling up, we fall deeper into the pose. We may adjust where our right hand is if we'd like to get a deeper stretch. We may even go down on our elbow. Whatever feels right for today. Listening to the messages our bodies are giving us. And one more inhale. And exhale down. And on the inhale, changing sides. I'm going to follow the same pattern I did before. You find the position is right for you. And one more breath. Inhaling up, tightening those abs. Placing our hands on our knees. I'm going to gently arch our chest and our hips forward to a modified cat-cow. So on the inhale, we move with our hips and end with our head. And then on the exhale, we move with our hips and arch the back, straightening those arms, and end with the head, moving with your own breath. Shoulders back, chest forward. Remembering to do what feels right for your body for today. This could be the tiniest, tiniest movements, or it could be really big movements. And one more. And meeting in neutral spine. Neutral spine again is nice and straight, chin parallel with the floor, head looking forward. Going to do a gentle twist to the right. This time we're going to raise our hands and just twist with our body first. Twist with our hips, twist with our heart center, and then place the hands. And I'm using fist for wrist in the back here because I'm very long-waisted. So hands up, twisting to the right, exhaling into the pose. We may fall gently on the inhale and then twist a little more on the exhale. Remembering none of these poses should hurt. Just move to the position that feels comfortable for today. Trying to twist more with the upper body than with the arms. And exhaling, inhaling, finding ourselves in neutral spine again. On the next inhale, hands up, twisting, and then finding the pose. And on the exhale, back to neutral spine. Nice deep breathing here. I'm going to do one more gentle stretch with the shoulders. So I'm going to put our arms out in a T. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to change which foot is in front. You may choose to do that or not. Nice straight spine, putting our arms at a T, crossing that right arm over that left arm, turning our hands so that they are facing away from each other, raising the hands and then trying to get the hands to touch palm to palm. Nice straight spine, nice deep breathing, just allowing those shoulders to relax. Chin parallel with the floor. You may raise the elbows slightly for a deeper stretch. Find the position that feels comfortable for today. This is called eagle arms. On the inhale, pushing up and releasing the arms. Nice deep breath here. Placing the arms in a T again, this time crossing the left arm over, turning the palms out, raising at the elbow, touching the palms, and nice deep breathing. Being gentle and easy with our bodies. We may find that we can just barely touch the side of the hands to each other. That's fine. The more you do it, the easier it should become. And last breath. And inhale, releasing the arms, reaching over the head, stretching them out. And that is our yoga in bed practice for today. I want to thank all of you who are watching the videos for joining me. I'm trying to give a variety of choices for you to move and stretch and flex your bodies to be able to do these yoga poses. You will definitely find that some are more gentle and some are more strenuous, and some I don't do much upper body at all. That's on purpose. And I hope you will find certain videos that you like, that you do over and over until you feel like you're ready to move on to the next thing. Because I want to bring yoga in different forms for people who have all different body types and all different abilities, and I hope you are enjoying them. And the next time you see me, I will be blonde. So I hope you're having an amazing weekend. I will continue making the videos. Namaste.